You're watching another great catfishing video from Learn to Catch Catfish with your host, professional guide Chad Ferguson. Catfishing TV covers tips, tricks, and information to help you learn how to catch more and bigger catfish on your next fishing trip. The ultimate resource available for expert catfishing information. After watching, make sure you visit learntocatchcatfish.com. Now, here's your host, Chad Ferguson.
All right, this is Chad Ferguson, learntocatchcatfish.com, and I'm out here today with Charles with CJ's Catfish Bait. And we're going to talk a little bit about CJ's Catfish Bait, the different types of bait that he makes, and then we're going to talk to you a little bit about catfishing with punch bait, some of the techniques he uses. And he's got some little bit different setup than what I use that works really well for him and does a lot of fishing for catfish from the banks, right?
Bank fishing, yeah.
And versus fishing in a boat. So he's a real good resource for talking about some of those tips and tricks for finding catfish, fishing from the shore when you don't have access to a boat or can't get out on the boat. So tell me a little bit about your punch bait.
Well, right now, Chad, when I first started, I got 4 different kind of baits now.
Okay.
This is my minnow bait. This is the first one I come out. It actually has river minnows in it. A lot of people have river minnow bait, but most of it is just, they'll say it's oil or something in it, but this actually has river minnows in it.
Okay.
That's one of my baits. The second bait I came out was the shad
right.
punch bait. It actually has grind up shad in it as well. And then my third bait was a crawdad punch bait.
All right.
It also has cut up and grind up crawdad in it.
Okay.
And then my latest bait, the newest bait, is what I call the monster bait.
All right. Because everybody likes to catch big fish.
Big fish.
Yeah.
Now everybody want to know what's actually in it, and I tell them it actually is bluegill, perch.
Okay.
Now, my number one bait is the shad bait, but I feel like over the past of time, this monster bait is going to be the number one bait out there.
All right. So if you had to pick one, you'd pick the monster.
The monster bait.
But they're all good.
They're all good.
All right.
Now, besides that, I also make a dip bait.
All right.
It came out, it's called Sweet Charlie.
Okay.
That name came actually from my mom. She uses it all the time. She actually uses it more than I do. But I used it also the last 3 months of this year. I started in October, November, and December, and I used it all the way up to December. And I caught a lot of fish with it. And it also has a special oil in it that you will be able to catch fish with. Also stays on the hook real good. I use a sponge with this and also a worm.
Okay.
And you can dip it in shrimp or anything as well.
So then for people that don't know, the dip bait, difference between a punch bait and a dip bait is the punch bait you fish with a bare treble hook, right? Just sticks right on the hook. And then a dip bait, you typically use either a tube or a worm or some type of lure to help hold that bait on the hook.
That's right. That punch bait is going to hold on a lot better, but the dip bait will also hold on good, but it won't stay on as long as that punch bait will. We dip in that punch bait and we put the dip in there, we dip it in and we pull it out at an angle, and then we pull it out and throw it out there and it stays. And we don't bring it in until actually we get a bite. But the dip bait, we have to dip about every 10 or 15 minutes,
Yeah.
And so it's a difference. And ones that like the fish with trout lines, also jug lines, they can use this punch bait as well.
Okay.
So.
And we've covered a lot about how to bait a hook with punch bait, different ways to rig, chumming for catfish, kind of everything on the website that you could talk about. And this bait will certainly fit into all those techniques that you can use, fishing over grained holes, fishing with slip corks, all those different things. So I want you to show me how you rig up to fish with punch bait and these corks that you make and use.